Hey everybody, welcome to the pregame show for the Montreal Canadiens at Calgary Flames, last time of the season, and hopefully we'll get a win here. I don't know. I think Montreal is now 2-6-0 against Calgary. Not very good, and it's the last game. If we win tonight, we can keep a 6-point cushion between Montreal and Calgary, and that's not even the big news, because the big news is Shamir's here joining me. Hey, Shamir, how's it going? Welcome to the pregame show.
Hey, guys. Hey, Rick. Glad, you invited me on, so glad to be here.
Glad to have you. So really, the big news is that Cole Caufield will be in the lineup tonight. They did not put him, they didn't say what line, but he will be on the power play, which is like, duh. Of course, he'll be on the power play. So that's the big news today. There's a few other things, but I think the Cole Caufield news is going to kind of drown it out. But we'll get to it. I have a little bit of news that I wanted just to go over, but nothing as spectacular as Cole Caufield. So, Shamir, besides the fact that if he doesn't score on his first goal on his first shift, that he's a bust. Other than that, how do you see this working out for Caufield tonight?
Well, I just think that, we can't let, we got to really temper our expectations tonight. I know that it's pretty difficult considering the state that we're in, team-wise, and people saying that, he's the savior. But, look at Lafreniere. Everybody said that he was the next generational player. He took a while to get going, and, like a few games, trying to find your way doesn't exactly make a career either way. So, we have to temper our expectations, but I just know it's going to be pretty difficult for a lot of people tonight.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. I think, though, the problem is that most people will not temper their expectations. We're already getting. I think the majority of people now will take Caufield for the first goal, and I just think everybody, you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Yeah.
Not to say he's going to be disappointing, but to expect in his first game for him to be he may come out and just blow our heads off.
Could be a Ryan Paling type of debut. Who knows? And look at how
right.
And the scary thing, it could get to his head. That's just that's what we saw with Paling.
No, exactly. I don't think it would sort of with him, but yeah, it could be a problem. Or let me just I don't want to show that. So he confirmed. Let's see. Head coach Dominic Ducharme confirmed a couple of hours before game time. Let me close that. Don't want to show that. In a video conference with the media that Caufield would be in the lineup, but couldn't say exactly what the team's lineup would look like. Forwards Paul Byron and Thomas Tatar are both dealing with lower body injuries, while Jonathan Drouin has a non-COVID related illness. He says it's all three that we're not It's all three that we're not sure, Ducharme said, about who would be in or out of the lineup. That's why we can't announce exactly what's going to happen and who Caufield's going to be with as line mates. It depends who plays, but he's going to be well surrounded. There's the quote. So there you go. Cole Caufield will be in the lineup tonight. So remove that. And I think it's going to have, it's obviously got everybody. Let's see what the comments say. Just to say, by the way, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
There's a lot of people in here right now, so I'm not going to go through the list. But just, hey, everybody, thanks for being here. There's 30 people in the room. Give a thumbs up if you're having a good time. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, ring that notifications bell. And let's go from there. Let's see. Here's a question. When Cole's ELC ends, I will give him $15 million for 8 years. Better lock him up. That's a little bit down the road. We don't have to worry about that for a couple of years. Yeah. His ELC, obviously that he's played a game. It wouldn't have mattered whether he played a game, didn't play a game. First year of the ELC was being burnt this year. So we'll have 2 years before he has to worry about a contract. I would say maybe let the guy play an NHL game before you're giving him $15 million. That's what do you think of? What do you think of that, Shamir? Would you give him $15 million straight up without seeing him play?
Hell no, because look at what the Sens did with Alexander Daig all those years ago.
Exactly.
Right the moment that he was drafted, they took him to the back room, signed him to that huge contract, and look at what happened.
And if I'm not correct, the Islanders with a certain goalie named DiPietro,
Yes,
didn't they
that
do
15-year contract.
Yeah, 15 years, and
Yeah.
that worked out well for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, signing a guy before he's played his first NHL game to an 8-year, $15 million contract, it just doesn't, it doesn't work. And 15 million AAV on anybody's team is going to ruin your team. So
Yeah.
that's not happening, buddy.
I mean, we've already got problems with two players taking up nearly $20 million in cap space.
Now, Dixon Automotive says, show some faith, Rick.
Yeah.
I have faith. I have faith Caufield's going to be a good one. What I'm not doing is I'm not expecting anything. I'm not expecting it in his first game ever in the NHL. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do I have faith in him? 100% I do. Love the kid. Think he's going to be great. But in his first game, I'm not expecting it. Could it happen? 100% it could happen. But I just don't want to put that pressure.
Yeah, I just hope that he's surrounded by some of the bigger bodies out there, especially early on, to protect him from the headhunters as well.
So let's figure this out. Everybody, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. Everybody, this is the question for you now. Who does he play with? Who are his line mates? You want to try to tackle that, Shamir? I know it's a lot of pressure. Who do you think you're going to line him up with? Who would you line him up with in the first game? Let's put that.
Well, just in terms of big bodies, I would probably just maybe put him on the line with Anderson.
Anderson and?
Anderson and let's see, big size players. I don't know. The only other ones I can think of are on the defense.
Well, no, but the center. What center would you put in that mix?
Well, in terms of center, I would probably maybe just try to see how he does with Suzuki.
Yeah, but see, for me, I go KK right here. Alifaz has where if you want to have Anderson with him, then I really want to see him lined up with KK.
Yeah, KK.
I think KK's passing. I think KK's passing is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, and also KK's been bulking up too, so I think that, we also have seen that KK can get a little physical out there when he needs to.
Exactly, and he's got the body and everything. Yeah. So, and here, Toffoli, KK, Caufield, I'm okay with that too. But I think, if you're looking to have him surrounded with size and with, you might want to put him out there with Anderson. Yeah. So that's where I would go with that. Zachary, he says Weber line. Put him on the Weber line.
Hey, who knows? Maybe that if we all of a sudden put Caufield on defense, who knows? Maybe that might be the one person that might work with Weber. Who knows? Sure. Yeah, stranger things have happened.
Troy Evans is saying Anderson and Evans. I don't think Evans gonna be his center. No, not that I don't like Evans. I just don't think it's gonna be Evans. Here, Armia, KK, and Cole work out well. Armia's got the size. I just don't know if Armia, for me, has the do I want to say toughness, or is that what it is that I want to say? I know you could say, well, I don't know what you want to say, but you know what I mean. It's the toughness aspect. Armia doesn't really bring that.
Yeah, I would. Because whenever I think of Armia, I don't really think of size and toughness from him.
Even though he's a big boy and he's got it, but he doesn't play that type of game. So I don't know that I want to put him necessarily with.
I mean, if anybody out of the out of the Finnish guys, I would associate that more with KK.
That's why I think, and KK with his passing, I see him playing with KK. I really do. Here's interesting. I just don't think the Evans is going to work there, but Perry and Caufield. But see, Perry, I don't think you can keep up with him, and that's going to be important to keep up with him. So you're not, I got to catch up so I can feed him a pass. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Perry's the guy. Evans is really not going to be the guy.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Yeah, we're going to actually try to talk about that if we have time. So
Yeah, the other thing that we should also keep in mind is
Hi,
that,
Luna.
hey, Luna,
Hi.
I think that if the headhunters are out there for Caufield tonight, and if Caufield's teammates, just say, we have your back, we're not going to stand for this. They also have to be careful to make sure that they don't start taking unsportsmanlike conduct penalties and end up, on the penalty kill a lot. They just also have to play disciplined in that sense
Yes.
as well.
Calgary's power play is it's not bad, but
Yeah.
it's not great either. But
Yeah.
they should always have to play discipline because you never know how the PK is going to come out. Luna, so what do you think of the Caufield news?
Oh my goodness. I'm excited, but also scared.
Scared why?
Like I don't know if he's ready, and I feel like this is a really big like Hail Mary move that we're doing here. I know something had to be done with what's been going on, but Jesus.
Well, the injuries. I mean, with the injuries, someone had to be brought up. I mean, it makes sense at this point.
Though.
Well, they could have brought Frolik. That's not going to help you when you're struggling to score goals and you got this guy on your taxi squad. I don't know. Do you have much of a choice but to give him a try at this point?
Yeah.
Or should he even be on the taxi squad then?
I guess They probably shouldn't have put him on the taxi squad.
Right.
And they can't move anyone else now, right?
No, this is going to be their last call up.
Yeah.
To before the end of the season. Now, come playoff time, I think it's different, but this is their last call up going into the playoffs.
Okay. And I couldn't find the like official lineup or anything.
No, it hasn't been released. We don't know who he's playing with till game time.
We don't know who's playing yet. Okay, because
someone
scared me and told me Romanov was not playing.
Nope, no, that's nothing like that's been announced. It's just Caufield's been announced to be in for, I guess, for Tatar. And so no other lineup changes that we know, but he's not really going to I think he said he's not announcing anything until before the game. So
Mystery.
He's a mystery. He's a very big mystery. So before we move on to a different topic, start with Shamir. Caufield's stat line at the end of this game.
If I had to maybe put a guess, I guess maybe 15 minutes ice time, and maybe one assist at the end of the day, and a +1.
Luna, you're on the spot. What do you think his stat line is?
Orgies. Yeah. 15 minutes sounds about right, but like if he gets a couple goals, they might put him out there more, right? He could have like one of those crazy amazing debuts and get like 4 goals.
For you to decide now, because you're on the spot.
I don't want to jinx it.
No jinx. No, you know how many people are making this guess out there tonight, so don't worry about it. You're good.
Enough. I'm going to put it out into the universe and give him some positive vibes and say he gets like 2 goals and maybe 1 assist.
So 3 points.
3 points.
Any guess for his time on ice?
Say like 15 to 20.
15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to say he plays about 15 to 17 minutes, depending on power play time, right? Depending on how much power play time Montreal gets. I'm going to give him this. 1 power play goal. And about that in maybe in I can't decide. So I have them getting a goal. That's my guess. So 1 power play goal for Caufield, and say split the difference, 16 minutes of ice time. I think he ends up with him probably even. I'm going to say even, and there you go. There's mine. Okay, we're going to move on. Let's see what time. Okay, we're going to start with Andrew Shaw retired. So, you guys hear that? Andrew Shaw retired
Yes.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just give your opinion. How do you feel about that? Did you like him as a Hab, as a player, and what do you think?
I liked him as a Hab. I didn't really follow his career outside of that.
He's 29 years old, by the way.
Yeah. Was it
It's all concussion related.
Yeah, concussion related.
Yeah.
So did he have a previous concussion?
Oh yeah. He's had a history of concussions. That's the reason he got traded, is because his next hit could have been his last.
I know. I liked him a lot as a Hab.
Harry Rice. So no particular opinion, right?
Not really. It's sad. Has there been many like actual young retirements from concussions before?
It's happened. It's happened. Yeah.
Brett Lindros.
Yeah, Lindros.
Yeah,
the big one.
The more we get to know about these head injuries and how serious they are, and how better to take care of them. Not only that, but also how serious they can be. You might see some more players dropping off.
Well, yeah.
On in their career, and it's sad, but like you have
to have a life. No, they want to have a life.
Brain. You got to take care of it.
Spend time with their kids and have a life. What do you think, Shamir?
I think that it's certainly a shame, but definitely one's health comes first, especially as we've seen over the last year in particular. If it's better to maybe just get out of the rat race now before something bigger happens. And just in general, thank you, Shaw. Yes, as Harry said, he was a great Hab on and off the ice, and just in the NHL in general. And thank you for all you've done, and good luck, and hopefully that good luck health wise, and it's good luck in general.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm glad to see that he's retiring while he can, and he doesn't have well, he'll have lingering issues, but you know what I mean? They don't get worse than whatever he's going to deal with. He's still healthy, and yeah, I'm glad he's doing that. And think of his health more than anything. I think he was a good leader. He could have been a pretty, he could have been a really good two-way player, like one of the best in the league if it wasn't for the concussion stuff. So I believe Hockey Guy was talking about him today. Yeah, and I think the same thing. Like, he could have been a pretty damn good two-way player. If he hadn't had all those concussion issues. Raven, I'm doing a video.
I think he wants to get in on his opinion.
No, it's as simple as just there's a dog walking across the street.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah, so I think, I mean, I'm glad he's retiring now, and not when it's something worse could have happened to him.
Especially what we've seen over the years in terms of football players just, passing away because of these issues.
Yeah, no, exactly. So that's pretty good. Now, here's a big one. I don't know how many people saw this. Patrick Roy hired a new agency. He's got a new agent. He's looking for an NHL job. So that's a big story out there. So what do you think? You think this signals any interest, or everyone's got this rumor that it's going to be Patrick Roy? Not everybody, but a lot of people. What do you think?
Want it. A lot of people want it to happen.
Okay, but say, I don't really see it happening here, but where, if not Montreal, where do you see him maybe landing? Or maybe you see him landing in Montreal. I don't know. What do you guys think? Shamir, start with you.
Personally, I hope, as much as I like Roy, I just hope he does not end up behind the bench in Montreal or in a front office gig. I think he would just be too much of a distraction. And where he would land, other than the Habs, Colorado would be a good fit because he was involved in that organization for many years. Other places, I don't know, maybe if Ottawa's desperate for some kind of oomph in their front office, who knows? But maybe Colorado. I would just, my gut tells me that.
Luna, what do you think?
I'm going to go against popular opinion, and I would say I would love to have Roy behind the bench. That would be awesome. He was one of my favorite Habs players of all time. I loved his craziness, his fire, his passion, his competitiveness. And I think that's sorely lacking right now.
Okay, I'll say this. I don't think if he gets here, he'll last very long, but it might not be such a bad thing, maybe, for a season. I don't think he could last longer than a season or two. Honestly, I don't think so. But, when you have a certain coach like we've had, they're kind of players coaches, right? You kind of need the opposite. You need a guy who comes in, kicks ass to straighten it out. So, like, on that level, I'm okay with it, but I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. So I would have to think my vote would be maybe no. So yeah, on part.
And that's if he actually wants to come back.
Exactly, if he does. Now, here's something. I don't know if anybody heard this one, but for competition in the playoffs, Winnipeg Jets, Nicholas Wheeler is going to miss the rest of the regular season. With an upper body injury. We talked about Winnipeg possibly being able to catch up to Toronto. I wonder with this Wheeler's injury if they can. Plus, they've had a bit of a fall off. So, what do you guys think? How do you think this might affect, the way the top four come out? You can start with that. And I think we've only got a few minutes.
Shamir, go ahead.
Pass.
Okay. In terms of Winnipeg and how this injury impacts all that, I just think that I just don't see Winnipeg catching Toronto at this point. I think this is Toronto's to lose this division, and in terms of top four, I haven't looked at the updated standings, but it wouldn't surprise me if now maybe Edmonton might make it, might be able to make it a bit of a race for second place in the division. And I still see us maybe squeaking in terms of a fourth place. So second and third will be, between Winnipeg and Edmonton. That's still a toss up.
I kind of agree with you there. I don't think. I think it's Toronto. I don't think Toronto falls out at this point. They've got 7 games left. We have 10 or I think 10 as of today. I think you're right. If Toronto falls out, it's because something bad happened there at this point, right? So I'm going to say that. Yeah, Winnipeg. I don't think they can catch him. If a matter of fact, I think they may end up dropping behind Edmonton. Down this last little bit of stretch. So that's how I kind of think it'll be. So I'm predicting right now, I do believe it'll be a Montreal-Toronto first-round matchup because I don't think those first and four change. I think only second and third could change.
Yeah.
That's how I see it there now. And then the last thing before we go from the pregame show here is out for tonight. If you remember the last game, Noah Hannafin kind of had a bad fall or whatever, so he's out for the rest of the season with an LBI. So he definitely hurt his leg or his knee or something. I didn't read the whole story.
That was it wasn't a hit; it was just an awkward fall, right?
It was.
Just fell awkwardly.
Yeah, I don't think it was like a bad hit. It was just exactly some weird thing like that, and he's out for the rest of the season. So I wonder how that'll affect tonight, if it will at all or not. So we're gonna find out very soon. Whether it affects it or not. So,
and also I've seen in the comments some people saying that Romanov is out tonight. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet.
I've heard nothing. I've heard nothing. So
I heard that from a guy at work. So don't pin that on me.
Yeah, well, I've heard nothing all day. I've been on this searching for stuff, waiting for them to announce Caufield all day. I've seen nothing about Romanov. There's been nothing about a lineup except that Ducharme said he's not sure basically about the lineup. So Massimo's there saying Romanov's not. Whoops, I should change that anyway. Not in the game.
Source. Someone give me a source for that. It is confirmed, Harry.
It keeps jumping. Yeah, does anybody? It's confirmed. Romanov is not playing. Harry says it's confirmed. So this is the first I'm hearing about it. Yeah. I know nothing about this. So.
And one comment says Yeah,
I
one
would,
comment says, about being put on the taxi squad. I don't know if that's the reason.
it might
for
be
it.
that's how they
Yeah.
got the room to get Caufield up, right?
Okay.
Putting Romanov down, it gives them like 10,000 more. They might, because they're squeaking it by to get Caufield in. So this is probably what's happening tonight.
Oh, Tatar.
I don't know if it means, and we'll probably see Gustafson instead of bringing Kulak back in because they need the space. So we're probably looking at that. And so, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we've got there. All right, so we're gonna head out. The game live cast is on in basically 10 minutes. So hopefully I'll see you over there. I want to thank everybody for being here. Give a thumbs up if you had a good time here. Thanks to Shamir. Thanks to Luna for being here and giving me a hand on this live cast, making it interesting anyway. And you guys for all the comments and taking part. So we'll head over there. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. So thanks, like I said, everybody for being here. See you on the other side. Thanks for watching. Stay safe in the 10 minutes between. I don't know why I said that. And peace out, y'all. See you there. Bye, everybody. See you in 10 minutes.